What's good, guys? How's everyone doing? We're going to be taking a look at XRP, Bitcoin. We'll take a look at all of your requests today, and we'll definitely touch on the total altcoin market cap, see what it's been doing, and we have a nice back test of the 38.2% fib over here. What do we want to see here on total 3? Okay, we want to see a move right up to this level, these two levels, and we want to get over it, right? Because this could end up forming a range like this, right? So this could be a simple ABC correction, right? This is your A, B, and your C, boom. Or it could be something a little bit more complex, and we we run into this resistance right here. Do you guys see? So if we just move this to the left a bit, the reason I put a red box here is because we could just end up forming a range. So that's something to be mindful of. So if we can get above 1.01 trillion, or even flip 990 billion into support, so this level right here. Now, there's a reason I say this level, because if we take a look a little bit closer, we can see that we used it as support over here, used it as support over here, and then lost it as support. So now, flipping it back into support, it would be sufficient enough to consider the bottom being in, but we would like to see a daily close above 992 billion, right? And then for extra confirmation, get a move above these two levels, and then we're good to go, right? So it looks pretty good. So welcome, guys. Welcome, Mina. Good morning. Makana is saying, let's do cake. Coloni is saying XYO. Yeah, we'll take a look at all of that. Morning, Ken. Glad to have you here in the live stream. Yeah, we'll take a look at cake for sure. IOTA, XLR, Holo. Yeah, I heard Holo Chain has been gaining some steam recently. Fart Boy. Yeah, all these coins we'll take a look at. No problem, guys. All right, let's take a look here. So we're just going to cover the basics first, and then we'll move on to your coin requests. So yeah, with total 3, we just want to see a move above 992 billion, because we used it as support here, flipping it, and then we lost it. Flipping it back into support would be sufficient enough to consider the bottom being in, as long as we can get a daily close above 992. Extra confirmation would be to see a move above 1.01 trillion and 1.03 trillion to deny the possibility that we're just forming a range rather than this simply being an ABC correction. Taking a look here at total 3 on the high time frame. Guys, take a look at this compression pattern, right? Ask yourself, do you really want to be selling your spot bag in this compression pattern, right? This is over 1,500 days of accumulation. And I know it may seem like your altcoin hasn't gone up during the entirety of this time, but that's okay, because we haven't made a new all-time high yet. We haven't really gone into price discovery. Wait till total 3 gets above this line. It's going to be absolute pandemonium, right? It's going to be pure euphoria in the markets, pure price discovery. I mean, we have some targets that we can look at in regards to a reversal coming in, like these targets over here. But just a reminder, this is over 1,500 days of compression, right? So think about how explosive the altcoin market will be, or how much liquidity will be injected into the market once you get above this level. Okay, this level right here at 1.11 trillion. So we're looking at around, so we're sitting at around 981.4 billion. So we're looking at about a little bit over $1 trillion liquidity injection into the market. Okay, so this is a perfect cup and handle pattern, right? So you have your cup, you see it's perfectly rounded. And even if we did come down more, we would just be tapping into this parabola, right? It wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. We would just end up making another higher low. Okay? Now, we'll also take a look at XRP. And Tree Doctor is saying Bitcoin dominance is breaking down. Let's check it out. Let's check out Bitcoin dominance before we check on XRP. Just want to check this out. Oh, let's go. Okay, yeah, so Bitcoin dominance, yeah, it's breaking down here. What I would want to see here going forward is just a move below 60.73% just to take out this low right over here. Okay, take out this low and then we're good to go. This is the small time frame wave count on Bitcoin dominance. Remember, Bitcoin dominance, it moves opposite to that of many altcoins. So if Bitcoin dominance is actively going down, altcoins will likely go up at that same time, right? So they're inversely correlated. So what do we see over here on Bitcoin dominance here on the 4 hour? This is our A, right? 3-wave move up for your A, 3 down for your B, and then a 5-wave move up for your C wave. Now all we need to see is just a move above this level here, 60.72%, and then we're good to go. And I want to show you guys Bitcoin dominance on the high time frame. I need to show you guys this count. All right, we'll take a look here at the daily. Okay, this is the full count here on Bitcoin dominance. And yeah, it looks like we topped out. This was the top. I truly believe that, right? And you know, during the entirety of this time of Bitcoin dominance going up, altcoins were doing this. This is what altcoins are doing, right? Going sideways like this the whole entire time for over 3 years. Some altcoins, yeah, they went on a run, just a select few like the ISO coins. But most altcoins just did this, right? All of the ERC20s and all of the other coins, right? While Bitcoin was doing this. Okay, so now that we've topped out, it looks like we're ready for that alt season, right? I just want to see a move below this level and then we're good to go. But overall, bias is bearish on Bitcoin dominance, right? You have your 3-wave move up for your A wave right here, 3-wave move down for your B wave, and then a 5-wave move to the upside for your C wave. And then if you take a look at this on the macro, we're just within a pennant, right? And we're coming down for an E wave to 46.97, around 44.72%. Okay, let's take a look at XRP. So now, where are we in XRP's structure? This is exactly where we are, okay? This is Wyckoff reaccumulation, right? I was walking my members throughout this whole through the entirety of this schematic. And when we got up here, right, to the top of the range, I was saying that it's likely we would see a pullback. We got that pullback. We had an ABC correction, very simple ABC. And now it looks like if Bitcoin dominance can continue its descent, then XRP should be entering into this phase right now. Okay, I'll show you guys here. See this phase? This is what XRP should be entering. Okay, and you want to look to secure profits near the highs of this phase. Okay, so this is what XRP is doing, right? We had our creek. So this is your creek. You see how you're just creaking up and down like this? Then you had your spring, a pierce below the 200-day moving average, and then a retraction back into the range. you had your test of the lows, your jump across the creek for your sign of strength, and then look at what we had over here. A move right down to the 50% fib, and then if we pull out the RSI, we got bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence, so a higher low, although the RSI is making a lower low. And then all we would want to see here going forward on XRP, in order to confirm that this in fact was the bottom, is just a move above these two levels right here, $3.10 and $3.15. And we're very close to it. We're right now at 3.06, approaching 3.07. Because getting a couple 4-hour closures above these two levels, you'd be essentially getting over, or you'd be attacking the 21-day moving average here. Okay? So I just want to see a move above this level, 310 and 315, and yeah, this is the wave count right here. This could be an ABC completed. So let's see how it plays out. Let me just remove these drawings here. But yeah, this is XRP. Next targets, we're looking at around 524 to 612, maybe even more, depending on how extended this fifth wave is going to be. But I'd like to see a move above this level so we can confirm that this was our ABC. Okay, so we'll see how it plays out. And in regards to Bitcoin, look at the daily stock RSI, guys. It's right at the lows, turning up. And look at the last time the daily stock RSI was at the lows. We were right over here. Excuse me. Look where we were. This was June 22nd, and we did 24%, and we're seeing that now. We've come down to the 50-day moving average right over here. All we would want to see on Bitcoin is just a move above 115,705, so we can confirm this wave 5, this sub-wave 5 of 3. Okay? So all we would want to see on Bitcoin, just a move above this level, 115,705, get a couple 4-hour candle closures above it, and if price can sustain itself above that level, then we're looking at a successful WXY correction. Okay? And it also came down to the 61.8% fib along with the 50 days. So we'll see how it reacts, but we always have to remain on our toes, right? We can't get too optimistic. There is always a possibility of a flush right down to the June and May highs, just to retest this fair value gap created on July 9th. So I just want to make that aware to you. We could have that flush, have deviation below the 50-day, and then go off for the run. But it's looking good so far this morning, so we'll see how it plays out. All right, let's take a look at your coin requests, guys. Okay, let's take a look here. Cake and XYO. All right, Iota, Hollow, Fart Boy. Yeah, we'll take a look at all. Take a look at all of that. All right, so let's go check out Cake here. I also wanted to show you guys this thing. I made this chart here for my Patreon members yesterday. This is the DXY versus Gala. All right, this is excuse me. This is Wyckoff redistribution. Right? It's basically the same thing on Gala at the bottom pane here. But yeah, let's take a look at Cake. So Cake is looking good. It's broken out above this supply zone. Notice how we use this supply 4 times here. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. We even used it 5 times. And then we finally broke out, right? Then we had a knockback down below it. And if Bitcoin dominance can continue its descent over here, we'd be looking at a higher price on cake back above this resistance level to then go on and continue with our wave 3 to the upside. Our wave 3 to the upside on cake would likely take us to around $6 to $7, maybe even $8.17, right? Come down for a little bit of a wave 4, tap this resistance, this macro resistance as support, right? Notice how many times we rejected off of this level. There's a reason we rejected off of it, right? There's a sell wall there. The composite operator or the hidden hand doesn't want price to escape for a reason, right? So they can continue to accumulate in discount territory. This is discount. So if we take a fib right from the high down to the low, just like this, take a look at the 50% fib. We're still in discount territory on cake. So anything below $3.16 would be considered discount. But yeah, I'm looking at a move up to $7, maybe $8.20. See a little bit of a retrace, and then a move up to around $10 to $12. And then we're looking for a distribution structure to form here. In that distribution structure, you may have what's called a up thrust after distribution, where you have deviation above the range highs, and in doing so, in having this UTAD, would likely go ahead and tap $15 to $20, but it's likely it won't stay here for long. Okay, if it comes up here, so the majority of your profits, not financial advice, should be taken at around $10 to $12. All right, you just want to ladder out, and then you're good. Okay, let's take a look at some more coins here. Nice. So Mina is saying, Pip, I'm thinking this run is way longer than people expect. Yeah, it could be. I would say max 2026, January, February. I would say max. But I'm looking at around like 3-4 months of a run. So what is that? September, August. August, September, October. So maybe October, November. We'll see where we are then. Okay, let's take a look here at XYO. I think I saw this coin in the last live stream. It was pretty bullish. Let's take a look. Okay. I like this coin. It's a nice coin. So it's continuing to make higher lows, okay? Now, usually when you see this, when the price is still below the 50% fib, like when it's still in discount territory, below the 50, it's likely gonna move into premium. So anything above the 50, right? Anything above it would be considered premium. And when you have price action like this, I'll show you, right? You just continue to make higher lows like that, right? It's usually we enter into a parabolic phase. This over here, the move up is very slow, right? And the reason it's slow is because you have a lot